They came with some very simple messages for the government today. Yarlswood, one of the UK's most secretive immigration centres, home to hundreds of refugees. Last year, Channel 4 News exposed a number of problems in the centre, including issues around mental health and health care. Today, around 2,000 demonstrators marched on its premises, demanding the place is shut down.
Clearly this is an issue of massive importance. The detention of people in this manner is something which clearly is obscene and unjustified. It's a policy which shows no regard and no sense of real human rights for people, and it's the sort of thing that people in our communities are experiencing to a lesser degree, but nonetheless that same level of intolerance and willful disregard is something that's pervading a great many situations for ordinary people. So this is really an act of solidarity and a shared response from a lot of ordinary people who care deeply about the situation, not just in Yarlswood, but elsewhere in the country.
Many refugees within this establishment here are suffering from mental health issues, and it needs addressing fast. Mental health is being prominent with all three political main parties at the moment. What are they doing for mental health for these refugees? In the late 40s, when refugees came over, when they were liberated from Nazi death camps, Britain showed compassion for these individuals who have suffered brutality under fascism. Why not show the same display of compassion for these refugees within this establishment?
So I'm here to show solidarity and support to the women detained in Yarlswood, which is up to 400 of them, who have done nothing wrong other than fleeing their countries to find somewhere safe to live, and they're being detained indefinitely. We've heard many cases of them facing, they have very little dignity in there, so facing abuse, and they shouldn't be in there. They've come from lives where they've suffered torture, persecution, unsafe environments, and they shouldn't, after taking that journey of fleeing their country, they shouldn't find themselves facing similar situations when they've come to a place where they thought they would find sanctuary. So places like this shouldn't exist, and we should be doing more to help people and welcome refugees into our country.
So what is life like for those living in Yarlswood? Well, during the demonstration, Movement for Justice, those who organised it, asked those inside the detention centre about what they were feeling. And this is what they said. They locked me in between. I couldn't go to any place. I was locked there for 10 minutes. They asked me to come back to my room. The other place is locked. No one can go there. They don't want anyone to go on the other side where we can see through the window. I'm so grateful that everyone has come here to support us. We really need people like you in our lives to help us, because we didn't come to this country to cause a problem. We are law-abiding citizens. We are not criminals. In this country, even criminals are accepted. They are able to move around, but we are not able to move around. The treatment of refugees is likely to remain a controversial topic in the UK, particularly following the vote to leave the European Union. The question for lawmakers is, Are facilities like Yarl's Wood actually necessary to address voter concerns around immigration, or is there another way to address those root concerns that immigration is regularly blamed on housing, the National Health Service, and our schools? That is a question for the lawmakers.